It's 36 degrees in Taipei today, which is totally not night market weather, but here we are. I'm going to show you around another night market. You cannot say you've been to Taipei or indeed Taiwan until you've been to a night market. I truly believe that there's no better way to mingle with the locals and immerse yourself in the local culture and food scene. Of course, you would already know this if you're a regular subscriber, as you would have already joined me on food tours to some of Taipei's most popular night markets such as Shilin, Raohe and Ningxia. If you're new to my channel though, let me start you off easy by taking you to Shida Night Market, Shida Yeshi, a smaller night market in Taipei that I honestly think is a little underrated. It is a less touristy market in comparison to the other night markets I've taken you to, which means it is the night market to check out if you don't like queues and crowds but still want to try out some authentic Taiwanese street foods. I also did my research before going, and in this video I'll be showing you the food stores here that you do not want to miss out on. Also, as with all my other Taipei videos, I will also be including the names of the dishes I ordered in English, Chinese and Chinese phonetics so that you can order despite any language barriers. I will of course also include information such as how to get to Shida Night Market, when it opens and what to bring. My goal is to empower you to navigate yourself to and at Shida Night Market like a local expert. But before we get into it, hi, I'm Steve from the Fat Life Project. I like to eat and I like showing you what and where to eat. And so if you like food just as much as me, I highly recommend subscribing so that we can go on more fun, fat food adventures together. Shida Night Market, Shida Yeshi, is located in the Da'an district of Taipei. This area of the city, together with the neighboring Gongguan, is well known for its alternative and trendy styles, housing several rock bars, cafes, and well-known restaurants in the area. It is also located in very close proximity to the National Taiwan Normal University, Shifan Daxue, and is in fact the reason why the night market is named after the university, Shida being a short form of the university's name. It was a previously highly popular night market, however, it has undergone some government rezoning and is now smaller than it used to be. Mind you, there are benefits of it being smaller. You get shorter queues, a quieter, less touristy, but still very authentic night market experience. I mean, here are the crowds that you can generally expect at Shilin and Raohe for reference. I do wish to emphasize that I still love Shilin and Raohe, but the crowds are one of the main reasons why I would recommend Shida if you're traveling with kids or babies. This night market is open 7 days a week from 4 p.m. to 11 p.m. daily, aside from Saturdays where they are open till midnight. Shida Night Markets is located in the Da'an district, with the closest station being the Taipower Building Station, which is located on the green Xiongsan Xingdian line. Once you get to the Taipower Building Station, you need to locate exit 3, and the Shida Night Markets is located an approximately 9-minute walk from the station. And there are of course many ways to get there depending on where you're traveling from. You may even decide to take a cab. As such, I have included the Google Map pin in my description box so that you can plan your travel accordingly. I've also included the market location in Chinese, as you will need that when asking for directions or telling your cab driver where to go. You will also need an easy yo-yo car to ride the trains. I cover travel tips like these in my What You Need to Know Before Traveling to Taipei video, which I have also linked in my description box. Okay, now that we're here, we need to decide what to eat. Luckily for you, I have spent many hours researching and narrowing down the popular places listed by many bloggers and locals to the following 6, and I've even ordered them from entrees to desserts. So come on, come join me on a food tour of Shida Night Markets. Search for must-try foods at Shida Night Markets and I guarantee you will see this deep fried chicken listed on every list. Shi Yun Fried Chicken, Shi Yun Fried has been around since 1984 and is well known for its deep fried chicken flavored with a proprietary combination of garlic and herbs. They can in fact deep fry anything you see here at the storefront. Simply pick whatever you fancy and they will deep fry it right in front of you. I arrived at Shida at 4 p.m. and this was the first shop I went to, which meant that I ordered and walked straight in without any crowds. I got their signature fried chicken, which costs 70 Taiwan dollars or $2.20 US. They will ask you if you want spice. I asked for moderate spice and the chicken was delicious. The crispy skin gives way to juicy, tender chicken meat when you bite into it. I mean, I was kind of sad because I really wanted to order more, but there are more food stalls for us to check out here today, so I had to stop myself. Definitely coming back though. The next store we're going to is conveniently located right next door. It serves up one of my favorite Taiwanese street foods of all time, steamed buns. Hsu Ji freshly steamed buns, Shi Yun Fried Chicken, are handmade buns with a minced pork meat filling that are placed on a huge metal pan before water is added and the pan is covered. The end result are buns that have a crispy pan-fried bottom layer and a soft steamed upper layer with a juicy meat filling. These cost 50 Taiwan dollars for 5, which is approximately $1.60 US. Fair warning to wait for a bit until you bite into it, as it can be hot. Also, when you do bite into it, do it slowly and not over your shirt like I did, otherwise you're gonna get juice all over your shirt and hands. That aside though, this is one of my favorite food stalls here. But let's move on to some main dishes, and having a good lu wei, aka braised food, is definitely an experience you do not want to miss out on when you're in town. This place is called Taipei Pianyi Lao Mian, Cheap Braised Noodles, and it is impossible to miss the bright yellow and red signs as well as the huge variety of food items displayed at the entrance. If you've never had a Taiwanese braised dish before, let me show you how it works. It features a large variety of ingredients such as tofu, fresh vegetables, meats, and noodles that are then cooked in a stew-like broth and topped off with a thick sauce containing a blend of spices such as ginger and Sichuan pepper. As with most places in Taipei, you can also choose your spice level. Simply pick up whatever you want to add to your final dish as well as your choice of noodles, pass it on to the counter, who will then chop up the selected meats and cook it with the noodles, like so. And you know, I do think I might have overdone it. This incredibly large serving did only cost me 165 Taiwan dollars, or around $5 US. And at these prices, how could you not try this? But if you're looking for an alternative and like your beef, this is the shop to check out. Niu Lao Da, which literally translates to beef boss, specializes in this bowl of handmade noodles served with an incredibly beefy broth and thin slices of beef. I mean, it was totally beef heaven. This bowl of noodles cost me around 160 Taiwan dollars, or $5 US. Now, if you've been eating everything I've been eating so far, then you would know it's time for some desserts. I've got 2 options for you depending on how hungry you still are. If you're not that hungry and just want something sweet to finish off, then I highly recommend Ho Mei Pineapple Buns. Hao Wei Bo Bao. Ho Mei literally translates to very delicious in Cantonese, and this stall serves up one of my favorite Hong Kong snacks, pineapple buns known as bolo bao, which comprises of a soft fluffy bun topped off with a sugary cookie-like topping. The topping is decorated with cross patterns to make it resemble a pineapple, hence the name of the snack. This pineapple bun cost me 40 Taiwan dollars, or $1.30 US, and in my humble opinion tastes as good as the ones I get in Hong Kong. I highly recommend. Option 2 are these huge waffle cones crammed full of ice cream and toppings from Arnor Crepes. You can select your crepe of choice based on what's on display at the entrance, so there is no fear of language barriers here. I went with this matcha red bean flavor one, which cost me 100 Taiwan dollars, or around $320 US, and for me this was perfect as I visited in the middle of summer. It was cool, refreshing, and the ice cream had a decent dose of matcha in it, which is just how I like it. Shida is definitely the kind of night market you want to check out if you like things more laid back but still want to try authentic Taiwanese street foods. However, if this little food tour has got you night market curious, I highly recommend you check out 2 other popular Taipei night markets, Shilin and Raohe, which both contain Michelin-rated food stalls. If you're wondering what to get there, I've linked my recommendations at these 2 markets at the end of this video so that you can go ahead and watch either of those next. But also, if you found this video helpful, informative, or entertaining in any way and want to see more of me in your feed, I would really appreciate a like and subscribe. It is absolutely free to do, but it really helps my little channel out. I also upload every Saturday, so don't forget to turn on that bell notification so that you can start your weekend with me. Until then, I hope that you have a great day ahead, or that you've already had a good day. As always, I will see you soon in the next video.